Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your, oh, sorry, my phone buzzed. Your February 1st through 15th love reading. And for you, I have a card. I'm going to read it because I love you, Aquarius. So it says, I'm truly fortunate to have you in my life, Aquarius. And I don't need a cookie to tell me that. But I'll take one anyway. You know I love a cookie. Love always. Your Taurian friend princess. Happy Valentine's Day. So, everything you need to know is in the description box below this video. The pre-registration for the Reiki 1 certification is up on the site, as well as the waiting list for personal readings. And as soon as I, get my POS business together for everyone to book, then I'm going to start with all the people who are on the waiting list. And if you're not on that waiting list, you will have to wait until I announce it to the general public. And that won't be until everyone on the waiting list is done. So if you want to get a reading with me, you might want to hop on that little waiting list, baby. But anyway, we're going to jump into your love reading. We're going to take a look at you, Aquarius, as well as your cross watcher. And then we're going to utilize the Tarot Sexual Magic to see the energies that are going on between you guys. Okay, deck, what is going on with you? So we're going to ask Spirit to give us clear and direct guidance for my Aquarius friends in reference to their love lives from the 1st through the 15th of February. I've just been messing up words on purpose. What is going on with my hair today? Okay, what is that? Oh, I think it's stuck in the hood. Anyway, clear and direct guidance for Aquarius, please, Spirit, in reference to their love lives for February 1st through the 15th. Anything they need to know, anything of utmost importance, I ask that come to the forefront in this reading, please, Spirit. And I thank you in advance, because I know you're good for it. First card is Aquarius. Second is for their cross watcher. And this is your overall energy, BTW, from the Whispers of Love. Whispers of Love. Whoa. Consider your foundation. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Love is an action word. That makes me think of your root chakra. What is that, a number? It's 50. So we reduce that. That's 5. Your cross-watcher has 2. Cross-watcher has listened with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. Very interesting. Next is honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully in a loving manner. Wow. Cross-watcher, it's about communication. With Aquarius, it's about security and stability. There's always a lack of reciprocity in relationships when our own personal foundation isn't intact because we'll have a tendency to respond out of fear and out of lack. So it becomes uneven to where we're giving too much or we're not giving enough. So there's a need to, and that's usually because, it's an energetic thing. It's like, because the first thing that comes to mind for me, of course, it's your root chakra. So it's that deep-seated inner insecurity, and that can sometimes provoke hypervigilance and either a lack mentality or a hoarding mentality, Because sometimes we may not want to let things go that aren't in our highest good just simply out of fear, of not having it. So we'll hold on too much. So that's going to be the focus. And with the same thing I'm kind of seeing with a cross-watcher too, because this is interesting. I'm seeing a vision of one of my chakra oracle cards, and it's the card of trickery, which is, of course, related to the heart chakra. And the story with that card is like the perfect example of what it is that I'm seeing here. It's the two people in the story, or maybe I'll read it for you later. But the two people in the story, the dragon and the squirrel, it's like they're both making decisions out of fear. One, a fear of loss, and the other out of like greed, and loss was more or less manifested through a desire to be validated. So tricking people into doing things in order to gain validation. So the whole thing is, if a cross watcher is having issues with an Aquarius person, it may be something kind of like them being triggered because the communication isn't vibratory communication to where like it resonates with you. It's always kind of choppy and here, there, and everywhere, so you never really know what to expect. And Aquarius desperately needs to know what to expect. So I'm going to get 3 cards for Aquarius as well as a cross watcher. And then I also feel like with the cross watcher too, that there may be a little bit of triggering going on, but there's a need to really listen. I call it the words behind the words, right? So that's like, to me, the ultimate form of discernment. So when people talk to me or I listen to people, it's like I hear 2 reels. It's like I hear what they're verbally saying, and then their spirit has a whole nother narrative that's like encased into the sounds that are coming out of their mouth. Sometimes they're, the same thing. Other times they're not, And the whole key is that honesty is essential. So the thing I'm saying with Aquarius, like, or the cross watcher in reference to Aquarius, is for the cross watcher to make sure that your filter that you have up, your heart filter, so everything that you're taking in, that you don't have a filter in place that's sullying the words that are coming, like assuming that Aquarius means something that they don't. And then on the other side, it's imperative that you're, and I would say that same filter, because what's coming out of you is also going through that filter. So even if you don't intend to mislead or be dishonest, it's the fact that if the Aquarius person is, discerning or intuitive or anything of the sort, it's like they're going to be picking up on the incongruence of what you're verbally saying and the words behind your words, which would trigger their insecurity and make them then not trust you. And this could literally just be from regular everyday conversation. I kid you not. But anywho, I'm being real, y'all. We tell on ourselves all day long. I kid you not. All right. Alrighty. All right, let's see what we got going on here. So, Aquarius, your first card, the Magician. Very interesting. Then we have the Queen of Wands. Are you dealing with a fire sign? Interesting. The theme this month is the fear of commitment and vulnerability. What is going on with all of my subbies? Man. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go ahead and say oh wow, there's a lot of fire going on. Aquarius wants a fire sign person, male or female, but so that's Leo, Sagittarius, or why can't I remember the other one? Aries. Good Lord. My brain was just like, what is it? And I'm leaning more towards Aries, which is sad that I almost forgot you, Aries. I'm leaning more towards Aries just because the Magician is here, but it's definitely a fire sign person. The only thing I'm a tad bit concerned about, though, is, with this being all fire, I don't see no cups, you know? So, and then again, with saying that there's a fear of commitment here, like there's like the desire is there, but it's oh, I totally forgot that she texted me. She texted me during my last reading. Oh no. I'm sorry, guys. One of my friends just had a breakup. Whoa. All right. Yeah. So there's a need. Well, I don't even know what I was saying. This is just like, there's so much going on with that right now. Oh yeah, the lack of commitment. It's like there's a fear of commitment, but the desire is very present. The desire is very, very present. But I don't know, guys. I'm not a fan of this. Aquarius, I don't even want you to be going down like that, though. But I mean, that's what it's looking like to me, at least this first little ream I'm seeing here. Oh, well, God, that makes a lot of sense. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. How committed are you to love? You don't look very committed. You don't want a relationship. But then again, with the Page of Wands going forward, like your actions going forward, it's almost as if like it's saying like there's a need for you to look deeper into the person. So it could very well be that your desire is really heavy for this person, but there's a need for you to kind of get past, just the physical attraction aspect and dig a little deeper into this. You know what I mean? Whoa. Oh my God. You think they're boring? Aquarius. I don't know how to feel about you right now. It's like a stalemate. Like, it's like you're bored. And that's not. Is this a relation? Oh my God. This is okay. I already know where this is going with this here. All right. You need. Oh my God. Why? Okay. What this is looking like to me, it looks like Aquarius is with somebody. And I'm looking at how committed are you to love. It's almost like being in a relationship or a situation that it's lacking substance. Like you're bored with the person, but you're extremely sexually attracted to them, but they're not really doing it for you. So there's no desire for you to move forward or to accelerate this relationship or anything of the sort, because it's like not what you want. So how committed are you to love? Like literally, like the real thing. Because this to me is like a hollow relationship. And there's a need to go towards something that has more substance. Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. You are so neither with the Eight of Pentacles. You're so neither here nor there. Like, you don't want to put work into this at all. Like, you're literally like bored out of your mind. Oh. Four of Wands, Four of Swords, Three of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay, so interesting. That's very interesting. All right. So all right. So I don't know. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is looking like a breakup for me, guys. Consider your foundation. I'm seeing the Four of Wands here. I'm seeing the Four of Swords. Those are foundational numbers. We have the Four of Chalices. The person that you're with is not in alignment with you. The person that you want to be with is in alignment with you, but I just think that they don't look like what it is that people would expect you to be with. So, and I heard this somewhere. I said this in somebody's reading. It's like a choosing to be with someone, but the person that you chose to be with, superficially they align with you, but you're bored as shit because they have no depth. It's like it's and at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands, and that's making plans for the future. See, the person that you really want, I feel like you guys are going to ultimately probably end up going towards, because it's the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So to me, that's pretty much, you want to be with someone else, you're thinking about someone else. I feel like the person that you're with knows this already because there's a vacancy there. The only thing is just the sexual attraction that's keeping you in the situation, or the connection you guys have sexually. But it's more or less, this is an empty framework. Like, this is the shell of a former relationship. But I feel like you picked this person over someone else, right? And the someone else that you picked this person over, that person was more in alignment with you. I don't remember whose reading that was I said that in, but I said this about somebody. This other person was more in alignment with you, like on an internal level, but on an external level, they didn't kind of fit the mold of your life, so to speak. And I think that's what made you go in this direction. But here it's like you're so bored, like so bored. You're not putting the work in. You don't intend putting the work in. And it's almost as if it's coming to that time where the relationship would need to ascend to something else, but it's like you're literally, your heart isn't in it. So the thing that you would have to ponder on is, how committed are you to having love in your life? Or do you, and this is a question that I ask young people who are wanting to get married, is, do you want the wedding or do you want the marriage? Because those are two very different things, you know? And even if this is a marriage, like, that's something you have to put time, energy, effort, and work into. Just like we work on ourselves, you have to work on your relationships that way. So it looks like, I can't tell you what to do because this definitely isn't telling you what you're gonna do. But it looks like this relationship is ending because you're not here. It's very vacant. That's the best way that I can say it. It's very vacant. But I feel like you're gonna go in the direction of building a foundation with someone that you are more in alignment with. You know, that sucks. Yeah. So, you know, But I mean, like I said, I feel like this is one of those things where I don't want to say like a marriage of convenience, because I don't even know if y'all married. I'm not gonna say a marriage of convenience, but it just seems like the whole premise of why it is that you're in this relationship for this person wasn't. It was for very superficial reasons. Let me just say it that way. You would rather, well, I'm not saying that you would literally, but how it's looking on the table is if this is someone who would rather have the illusion of a happy family as opposed to really having one, if that makes sense, or a happy relationship, like the illusion thereof as opposed to the real thing. Okay, and it could have been because of finances. That could be the reason why you're not leaving this person. I'm going to go ahead and leave that alone to the cross watcher. First card we have for them is the Ten of Chalices. And then we have the Knight of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Chalices. Y'all, I don't know what is going on with this reading, though. I don't know what's going on with this, bruh. I don't know. This is some stuff right here. Lord have mercy. This is interesting. Oh. This is interesting. We have the, ooh, Lord have mercy, the Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the cross watcher person, that's definitely Aquarius with the Hanged Man and the Knight of Swords. Whoa. So, okay. So the cross watcher person, they want like an intimate, like fully encompassing, you know, just, you know, real love type of situation. They want something they can feel safe in. They want to be able to fully open up and surrender to the person, but at the same time, we have the 10 of Cups in our fear position. So they fear emotional abundance. And then the 7 of Cups and our actions going forward is not, it's not being realistic about what we're really dealing with here. So it's like the honest communication to me is looking like it would have to be with the self, you know? It's like it's not being realistic about it's not being realistic about dog, yeah. Okay. How can I say this? Okay, there's a level of honesty that needs to have, that the cross watcher needs to have with themselves, right? In so many words, I feel like the cross watcher knows what's going on here. They know that Aquarius is, their heart isn't in it. They're fully aware of this, but they don't want to accept that. So it's like a refusal to accept it. So the cross watcher is stuck and can't move forward because they're choosing to remain stuck when they know, like, it's like how I was talking about discerning. It's like you sense in your spirit, right, that this person is not here. You know this. you know, but you're still waiting, but you're electing to wait. But it's like you're deluding yourself in a sense because, and this is where I say it's denial, because we can't be in denial unless we first know the truth and choose to deny it. You feel me? So it's on a soul level, you know, but you refuse to accept. So you're still thinking that you're going to get blood from a turnip because it's a refusal to face what it is. So the thing is, things are moving slow towards your Ten of Cups, like at a snail's pace, but you're telling yourself, like, if you just hold on, if you just be patient, if I just wait, things will work themselves out. Like, you know, I just got to believe. And there's nothing that's aligning with this going in that direction because you sense the person is vacant. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've checked out. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's like I'm still seeing it's like it's an all or nothing type of perspective. So it's like the Aquarius is like nothing. The cross watcher is like all in. You know what I mean? And then I kind of get the feeling that this relationship moved too fast. You know what I mean? Because I think what it is, it's almost like two people who are really sexually attracted to each other and you were in the kind of in love phase. And then now it's kind of like, oh, I really don't know you and I don't really like you that much. You know what I'm saying? It's like we kind of don't have anything in common. And the Aquarius person is like they're wanting someone that they connect with. And I don't know, this is also, I feel like I've said before. Oh my goodness, that's too many cards. What are we doing in America? Well, then again, that's 3. Oh no, that's 4. King of Pentacles. 6 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the Justice card. Yeah, bruh. I don't know if there's like, all right, let me just see this like this. There may be a tad bit of manipulation or guilt tripping that's going on here, and I've said this before. I don't know in what reading I said this, but this theme sounds so familiar. And I think the cross watcher is the one that has their finances intact. And I think it's like it's almost a false sense of security in the sense of like knowing that the Aquarius can't go nowhere because of their finances. You know what I'm saying? And that being like a false victory in a sense. Is and I say a false victory because it's like, oh, the person, you know, they can't leave you, but it's like both of you guys aren't really happy. And it's not fair to yourself because you're not being honest to yourself. You're not being honest with yourself because it's almost like holding something over someone's head to keep them there. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like keeping a person stuck by what is it? I don't know what word I'm trying to say. And you guys could be married because we have the Justice card here. Or in some sort of contractual agreement. I don't know, maybe you guys own property together or something, or own a business together or something of the sort. Something dealing with contracts and whatnot. But it's like, it's a lose-lose situation because it's maintaining a connection to someone on false pretenses. Like, the situation has nothing to do with love. It's like, and I feel like it's a part of feeling like, thinking that you don't have other options, but you do. But it's like you don't want to see that because it's just wanting to be with them, but y'all are both unhappy. Was that Libra? I think it was Libra and a Cancer too. Because the Cancer reading came up in the Libra reading. It's like, and it could be a person that, well, yeah, this could be a Libra person too with the Justice card. The cross watcher could be a Libra, or the Capricorn could have Libra in their chart. But dude, Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. They got the Four of Swords. I most definitely need to read this now. Because that's why I was seeing that trickery card. It's almost like both of you guys are tricking yourselves on some stuff. That's not what's hot in the streets. Oh, wait. Was that y'all or was that? That might have been, wait. Is that Capricorn? I don't know, but y'all about to get this too. The tempter is as guilty as the thief. The legend. Kelly the green dragon has one jumbo-sized acorn to get him through winter. Squirrel spies the huge acorn and decides he just has to have it to win the forest's annual acorn contest. To tempt Kelly, he fills a basket with rocks and scatters the tiny acorns he has collected on top. Kelly feels the weight of the basket and steals it, allowing Squirrel to grab the single acorn, but they both lose. Kelly now has less food and Squirrel is disqualified from the contest for cheating. During trying times, things may be easier if you ask for help. Don't be disappointed if assistance does not come from the place you expect. Am I afraid to tell the truth? How does that fear make me manipulate others? What do I really need to say? Dance of scarcity, coveting possessions, vulnerable heart, self-honesty, accusing others, and hidden motives. I don't remember if I said that for y'all or if I said that for Capricorn, but that's the energy I'm getting, dude. It's like, it's two people who are deluding themselves and each other, and I'm not even saying that like, oh, one person is so bad, oh, the other person is so bad. No, it's literally like both of you guys are deluding yourselves in this situation and making it very unfair for both of you. Because it's like the reasons why you're staying with each other, it's like power games and power struggles and manipulation and unhappiness. And it's like nobody is really happy here. You know what I'm saying? So it's really irrelevant to me why we got here. It's just the fact that we're here, and the options that you have is you can be honest, you can open up, you can talk about what's going on, and we can lay everything out on the table and we can fix it. You know what I'm saying? Or we need to move forward, because where the problem lies for both of you is the stagnation. It's like it's stagnated. Nobody's moving. We're just living in a hollowed out shell of what once was a relationship, but it's not that anymore. And it doesn't make any sense to stay in something that's stagnated. So, yeah, that's me fussing. I'm throwing out the dice of resonance. There's 12 zodiac signs, 2 clarifying die, and the ability to ask a yes or no question. If you would like to ask a yes or no question, you can pause me and ask that now. Whew, this took a complete turn. Oh, well, we have Cancer, we have Pisces, we have Bay lover partner, Sun. So this person is a Cancer, could be a Cancer Sun or a Pisces Sun. And the answer to Sun sign. And the answer to your question is no. So Cancer, Pisces, and it could be a son of either, Bay lover partner, and the answer to the question is no. So there needs to be a move that needs to be made, my bae. I love your freaking face. Man, this is some whack energy. But I love your face. Let me know what you think in the comments. Deuces.